This is what happened a couple nights ago to the silver GSX. I was driving this, enjoying it. I already knew that this car had an oil leak, but I think we might have found out, or are we going to find out? I think we are going to find out what that noise was. So it might have just been a seal leaking it. So first, before I even moved the vehicle, this actually happened at least 5 days to 7 days ago. I just haven't had a chance to kind of looked underneath the Eclipse, so you will be the first ones to check out where that oil is coming from. I saw it, I kind of looked in the underneath, but the car's so low, I can't really pinpoint where it's at. So hopefully we could get it on a jack and lift it up and see if we could kind of indicate where that large amount of oil came from. Again, it might come from that humming noise. If you guys have been watching this build or this car, that humming noise that it was getting in first gear, so it might be a rear seal, axle seal, who knows. So yeah, so let's before we go ahead and turn on the vehicle, let's check, see how much oil is left in the motor, because obviously you don't want to run the motor without no oil. So let's pop the hood and check the oil. As you guys can see, it is right about in between the both marks, so halfway. So it does need a little bit of oil, but I don't think it needs much, so I think we might be okay starting it. So I'm going to go ahead and start it, obviously taking precaution that there was a lump sum of oil on the floor. It might even be tranny oil as well, so I can't really tell. It's not colored. There is some color to it as far as green, but I'm just gonna start it up and see what noises it makes. But again, with caution. We do need a new battery, so I'm gonna have to jump start this car. And yeah, hopefully we after this, we're just gonna do all the maintenance to the motor, try to seal it up so it's not leaking as much as possible, or at any at all. That's the goal here. So yeah, let's get this car started and moved up. See if we could put it on a jack. See if I could find some 2x4s or 4x2s or anything like that, just so I could get some ground clearance to put the jack in, because this car is low. So it sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and check the oil again. So now that we ran the motor a little bit, you could tell that it's right under the first marking. So we are gonna need some oil. So I'm gonna put at least a quart of oil in here, just to get us by. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this 530 Valvoline oil into the car. Just for now, we're gonna go ahead and once we do all the new timing belt seals, timing belt, water pump, probably oil pan gasket, we'll go ahead and make sure we put the good stuff in it. What I noticed also is the oil cap. I believe they have seals, and this one doesn't have a rubber seal on it. If it is, it's really hard, but I don't think so. So that needs a new seal. We just need a whole new OEM oil cap. Start the engine one more time. Check the levels. So that puts us a little better in a better position than before. As you guys can see, it's at the second line here. The oil is a little dark, but not I guess not too bad, but obviously we're gonna go ahead and change this eventually. All right, so now I'm gonna back up the vehicle, see if we can get it on a jack or some ramps, just to kind of look underneath the vehicle, see if we could kind of where that big oil mess came from. So let's try to get this up in the air. Okay, so we got the vehicle up. Was able to use the blocks. Want to make sure we have that there. Always have a jack stand, but not at this current moment. As you guys can see, I'm already leaking from there and here. All right, so I got us a flashlight. It looks like it might be coming from the transfer. Ooh, I saw something fall from there right now. So it is leaking from there. I'm not sure. It looks like coolant. That looks kind of greenish to me. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is dripping. So it also looks like I mentioned, is leaking from back here, but this far back there really isn't anything, but there is like splatter. So I don't know if that's the same cause that is coming from either the transmission, but it's literally like dripping. You guys can see, but it looks kind of greenish here. Obviously the transfer case looks like it's possibly leaking too. I don't know, what do you guys think? This might be, especially the one in the rear, because it's so far back. It's literally by the, like in this axle hump over here. So I don't know if that's just caused from the front, because if you look at, there's oil splatter or all this green stuff all the way through the back, and even the back here. See, it's oil. So for sure we have a massive leak. You can see it actually runs all the way to the back, and it looks like at some point or another it's touched the exhaust as well. So and there's some dents and they're throughout the floorboard. So for sure we're gonna have to put this up in the air. Take a look at all these leaks. I'm assuming this, again, this rear leak right here is literally coming from probably somewhere near the motor or that transfer case right there. But that one keeps leaking, and that one wasn't leaking before. We had a leak up front. I don't think it's really leaking. Yeah, it is leaking. You guys can see a little 2 dots over there. But this, we do have Tokiko shocks, so that's one cool thing. I don't know if you guys know about them Tokikos, the blue ones right there. There you go, some blue Tokiko struts. But yeah, we're leaking. All right, so just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on the leak that I noticed, the oil leak. Probably gonna take it to Ryan's, but also gonna probably have Oscar and the guys take a look at it and see what they maybe they could help me with the timing belt. But this has to get situated. I gotta clean this up. I like I mentioned, want this vehicle to be running smooth and obviously no leaking, no oils. A lot of these vehicles, lack of maintenance. When people second or third or fourth owners get them. Lack of maintenance are big common issues with this vehicle. So hopefully you guys like this video. It's just an update video. Spilling oil like crazy, that's not good. Never good on a DSM. So let's stay tuned, do all the maintenance, check all the fluids, change all the fluids all throughout. Possibly if axles need to be replaced, whatever needs to be replaced, we're going to go ahead and do that. Make sure to hit a subscribe and a thumbs up to support. Sheesh, too many projects. So I don't know. Maybe we're gonna have to start a Patreon page or something here. Might need your help, so keep that in mind. If you guys can help support this, that'd be awesome. If that's something you guys think is something we could do, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for supporting all my builds. Save the Eclipse, the Land Cruiser, the Eclipses, and everything else. So, ugh, getting old for this. Catch you guys on the next one.